Hi everyone. So for my question, I was to teach everyone about self and identity. Self has been studied by psychologists for a very long time, over 100 years. Many psychologists tend to describe self in three different metaphors. The first is the self is seen as a social actor, which means this person takes on different roles and behaviors in like public settings, like when they're around other people. It basically explains how people act and behave and kind of put on roles when they are in front of others. The second is as a motivated agent. This is when our this is when we act on our inner values and goals, like things we want to achieve personally for ourselves, like work, school, stuff like that. The final metaphor for self is when we become what is referred to by psychologists as the autobiographical author. This happens kind of later on in life when we're older and we kind of are like reflecting and looking back on our past, present, and futures. Um, I think self and identity is important in psychology because that's kind of who people are, and big part of psychology is learning how people function in society. And since we are social creatures, a lot of our identity and self become comes from how we interact socially. So I think that's a major reason why it's so important in psychology. And also I think it's kind of just a major point for psychology because you're working on yourself, your goals for yourself, things like that. Um, the self is, I think, most viewed in the social actor way because we are social creatures. So learning from that is the most important, I believe. A personal experience that I'm going through as far as self and identity is in the last 5 years, I have made major changes to my own life to improve it and make it better. Um, 5 years ago, I pretty much had no direction in life. I didn't really know where I was going, what I wanted to do. At the time, I was living with my cousin and helping her take care of her kids, and I was kind of just content with doing that forever. And then one day it clicked, and it's like, I can't. How am I supposed to make myself better and live my life better when I'm just kind of going through the motions? So I kind of took stock in what I needed to do to make improvements. I went back to college. I got my associate's degree in liberal arts, and now I am working towards my Bachelor of Science in Psychology. I will hopefully be done with that next year or the year after. Um, I'm getting married. I have my own place now. I have financially security, which I never had before, and that feels amazing. Um, so career wise, I think I've made very big strides into improving myself. I have also started working on my health. Before, uh, I'd say about like 5, 10 years ago, I was over 200 pounds. Just very unhealthy. I didn't really do many activities at all. Now I am down to 135, and I keep losing weight, which I feel better. I just feel healthier in general. So I've just been working really hard to improve myself. I've also started working on some of my mental health issues. Um, I come from an abusive home. My father was extremely emotionally and physically abusive towards me and my mother. Um, the emotional abuse continued well into my adulthood, unfortunately, until he passed away in 2018. And so I've also been working on doing that. And that's more so just giving myself more self confidence and feeling like I'm good enough, because before I didn't, but now that I've been working on my improving my life and making these strides, I feel more confident in my abilities to do things. and help other people, which was my ultimate goal into becoming a psychologist in the first place. I want to help others who have had similar rough backgrounds like I did. And I think it's really important that we all work on ourselves and our identities. So, yeah, there's my video. Hope you guys enjoy.